guys, what is up? This is Orfleck from Sir Gaming, and today we're going to be playing some Clash Royale. There's some new balance changes coming in just 2 days, so I wanted to get this quick video together so we could talk about that a little bit. Maybe I'll get my crown chest today. Let's start off by opening up this silver chest. Got some gold, some musketeer, and some bomber. All things that I didn't necessarily need. Now, since the last time I played, I now have level 10 minions, and I've got level 10 zap. We're rocking pretty much the same deck, using a poison spell, which is super effective against all those pumps up here. We're sitting at 2707, which is just a little bit short of my record at 2786. It's been a couple of rough days. We've been going up and down and up and down. But hey, let's see if we can do something. I'm going to find a replay for you here so we can talk about these balance changes. We're playing Jeanrico66 from Los Padrinos. So right here, I'm using that same little deck, facing a Royal Giant Sparky deck. And this one, maybe I rubbed it in just a little bit too much. If you know me, I don't like Royal Giants at all. They're a really terrible card. They need some more nerfing, but hey, we get what we want in this balance change. First thing on the list, Royal Giant hit speed decreased to 1.7 seconds. It used to be 1.5 seconds. So what's this going to mean? Well, he's going to get off one less hit on the tower than he used to. Maybe this won't make a difference, but at least it'll get people to use something different. The next thing on the list, the zap stun duration decreased to 0.5 seconds, half a second, instead of the regular 1 second. Now this might mean a lot in terms of my deck, because I use that zap spell all the time to make sure that my hog gets an extra hit off on the tower. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you know, with it at half a second, it's going to be a lot harder to do that. Next, we have the Princess. Her area damage is going to be decreased by 25%. Maybe that'll make her a little less dangerous with all the splashes. I like that they're thinking about the legendaries here. Next is another legendary, the Ice Wizard. His hit points are going to be decreased just a little bit by 25%, or by 5%, sorry. And so that'll help out when there's just an Ice Wizard and he's taking on your tower. You know how they can do a lot of damage, and when they only cost 3 elixir, you just don't want to counter it. Right here, I'm going to send in a Hog Rider and take that other tower. So now it's just his King Tower versus all of my towers. He is trying his hardest, just can't seem to keep that elixir pump up, and everything he does seems to get countered. Comes in with these barbarians, and I got a little bit lucky here. I didn't exactly have a counter for those barbarians, so I had to end up sending in that poison in the mini P.E.K.K.A. Send a little laugh, because that mini P.E.K.K.A. will help out with that Royal Giant. We'll zap him right there so that he doesn't get our tower. Now it's just a matter of taking out those last couple thousand hit points. He puts an elixir collector right there in front. Good news for me, I can drop stuff right in front of it, and we take that out really fast. And that Hog Rider's coming in on that tower, but the Sparky is going to shoot it, and it will blow up. Massive damage that Sparky does. Now, there is not a nerf for that Sparky coming in this next update. That's one of the things that we've heard people talk about quite a bit. That Sparky is incredibly strong, especially if you're not ready to defend against it. Now right here, I rush that King Tower, and we pull out a 3 crown right at the last second. That was an incredible replay. If you use a Royal Giant, I will find you, and I will 3 crown you. Now that's not always true. I often do lose against a Royal Giant. Let's see, we'll go through these replays here. Ups and downs. Here's one I lost against. We'll see how well I did here. I think I made a few mistakes, but this is a game and we'll learn from it, right? Getting back to the update list. Next up, we have the Miner. His deploy time was increased to 1 second instead of 0.7 seconds, and they decreased his hit points. This is actually a fix because he wasn't supposed to have a deploy time change. He was supposed to be 1 second. Everything's 1 second. So now this will help tone down the Miner, maybe make it a little bit easier to counter. Next, we get to the list of things that they're hoping to bring up into more use. I'm going to go through 3 out of order. First, Dark Prince, damage increased by 7.5%. Next, the P.E.K.K.A, damage increased by 5%. And last, the Prince, damage increased by 2%. What this means is that P.E.K.K.A Double Prince is going to be massively more popular. Look at this, we're buffing every single piece of that deck. Next we have a couple little ones. The Tombstone's going to spawn skeletons a little bit faster, every 2.5 seconds instead of 2.9 seconds. Some more legendary ones. Lumberjack, going to increase his speed, decrease his damage. The Log is going to be able to be thrown out faster, decreased, and moves faster as it mows things over. Then we have the Golem and its little baby Golemites. The hit and death damage on both of those are going to be increased. That'll help out for those heavy Golem decks, especially those Golem 3 Musketeers. They also decrease the elixir cost of the Bowler, because it seems like the Bowler just isn't used that much anymore. The damage has been decreased from the Bowler as well to kind of make up for that elixir cost decrease. They're also increasing the hit speed of the Baby Dragon. He's going to fire faster, including the first attack, which will make him a little more reliable. Let's see, is there anything else left on this list? Just the archers. I don't know if I talked about those, but the archers are getting a little bit of a damage increase. Just 2%, nothing too terribly big. That'll help out with some of those decks that use archers just to get that trickle damage and to help take out those air troops. Now right here, I'm just struggling for my life. He's throwing hogs and royal giants down my way. This is a pretty rough battle. I thought maybe that I would get this one because I am in the lead right here. But I get a little bit greedy and I go for the 3 crown because, well, it's a royal giant deck. You gotta go for the 3 crown, right? He's sitting at full elixir right there, wasting a couple. I know what's coming. There's a royal giant, so I'm going to drop that Inferno Tower to make up for the one that's about to go down and send in a mini P.E.K.K.A. We're going to take that out. Oh, send a little laugh there. Here I was. I laughed right there thinking I won this, but he comes in with a lightning spell that I didn't know he had and takes that out, and I'm thinking this is great. Now I'm going to have plenty of time to get over to that King Tower. I'm going to take it out, get that 3 crown, and I get it down pretty dang low. But of course, we got these OP Royal Giants. Definitely need a nerf. Seeing it right here, it takes my tower down incredibly low with absolutely no delay. Right there, Kadu wins this battle in overtime with a lightning spell. It's crazy, the kind of stuff that's going on here. That Royal Giant definitely needs a nerf. So let's do one live battle, and then we'll close out for today. Let me know in the comments below if you are excited for these balance changes, if you are ready for some of the nerfs and some of the buffs that they are doing with these cards. So we're facing Evil Max from Royale Gaming. He's at 2699 trophies, just a little bit under mine. Looks like he isn't quite sure what to start off with. He sends in his Spear Goblins, and that's what I do too. He used his zap. Perfect time to send in that mini P.E.K.K.A. with some Fire Spirits and a beautiful Fireball. My mini P.E.K.K.A. doesn't even get a hit off on that tower. Well played, sir. Now, he doesn't know what we're playing with yet, so we're going to send in a hog right here with these minions. Let's see if he has a defense to distract those. No, but he does have a princess. I'm going to not be able to poison that, unfortunately. We're going to have to wait till she comes back around, and we'll send in a mini P.E.K.K.A. All right, we'll drop a poison over here. Take those out. And Fire Spears to deal with that princess. We're a little bit behind right here. He has damage on both of our towers. It's not looking terribly good. But I think that we can come back from this one and get a win against Evil Max. Hey, look what I was talking about. He's using a Royal Giant. What's he going to put behind it? Is it going to be a Sparky? Is it going to be maybe a Wizard? Maybe a Witch? I don't know. Is he going to counter those minions? He's going to use his Zap. That was a big mistake on his part, because we got an Inferno Tower coming in, and it is going to melt through his Royal Giant right there. Mini P.E.K.K.A. is going to get across there, take out those Spear Goblins. Oh man, I misplayed my Spear Goblins, and his princess was able to take him out. Now, we completely shut down that push. We're doing pretty good against this Royal Giant. I don't know. All our cards are out of order. He's coming back in with another Royal Giant. We're going to put an Inferno Tower right there in front of him. Is it going to be able to take him down? There's the zap. We're going to have to send in some minions. He should have dropped those minions when he zapped. Unfortunately, he played that a little bit out of order, and so his minions could not tank for that Royal Giant. I'm going to let them take off a little bit of damage right there. We're going to send in Mini P.E.K.K.A. Hog. We're going hard at this other tower. It needs to go down. Zap that, get a few hits off on there. We're going to poison this princess right here. Get a hit, Mini P.E.K.K.A. Yeah, there it is. We get the hit right there. Princess getting poisoned. We're going to send it. We're going to wait for that all to move up. And we're going to do this and this. Why did I drop a Hog Rider? Oh, no. That was a huge mistake right there. That Hog Rider was not meant to be played. Let's send him an oops. That was a big ol' oopsie right there. I don't know. This match is looking pretty dang close. Where did that Inferno Tower come from? That was not used earlier. Here we are in overtime. He's got that Royal Giant coming back in. We're going to try to just keep it right here with that Inferno Tower. We're going to zap all this. Send in a Mini P.E.K.K.A. Man, he is going super hard right now with that Royal Giant. Look at it. Just taking all that damage down. What can we even do? We're going to have to send a Hog Rider. He's sending in that Inferno Tower. We're going to zap it right there. We get to that tower. We're going to do some good damage. Unfortunately, he's able to send those. It looks like we're going to have to try to tie this. We're going to put that right there so that it targets that. Oh, man, it was supposed to target that. We're going to try to take that down before it even gets a shot off. We're going to have to poison right there to keep that princess from doing anything. Zap, come on, get to that tower. We're going to pull those minions back into the line. There's nothing we can do. It looks like we're going to tie this one. Sends in a fireball, but that's not going to be enough. That's kind of a terrible replay to do live, but you know, that's the name of the game. That's how it works here. You take what you get, right? We faced a Royal Giant. We drew him, even with it still strong and not buffed. That's all for today. So let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of these balance changes? Are you excited for them? What do you think could be better? And let me know if there's some challenges or some content that you want me to cover. Leave a like if you like this video, and make sure you subscribe to the channel to keep up, and I will see you next time. This is Orfleck from Sir Gaming, signing out.